exceptionally long pier at Higgs Beach. This location is a memorial to almost 300 African Americans who died right here off the coast back in the 1890s. I believe it might have been 1890. But they were rescued from their American owners. About 1,300 survived and almost 300 died right here. Burial remains all over the beaches and everything. And they were being held in horrible captivity. So this is one of the spots considered an African American burial site. And the best place to catch sunrise in Key West. So this is Higgs Beach. I'm going to show you briefly, swing this camera around so that you can see this. But it is definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous location. This is the very long pier. There's people walking. Over this direction is where the actual memorial is. And I thought you guys would appreciate, since I brought you sunset last night, bring you sunrise today. So, I feel like something from Fiddler on the Roof, right? Sunrise, sunset. I don't remember the song exactly, but Fiddler on the Roof's a good play for sure. Let's check that sun come out. I'll flip it back around here. You can watch it with me. It is absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful, peaceful, relaxing. The thing that I would have to say about Key West is that you feel like you are truly out on a Caribbean island, except you're not. There is definitely, you know, it is very USA down here, but at the same time, not. It's just one of those places. So if you're ever looking for a destination in the midst of all this crazy that our world is going through, I highly recommend the Keys. We're going to be bouncing back up to Miami and Fort Lauderdale later today. We drove down from Fort Lauderdale, rented a car at the airport, and drove all the way down here. It's about a 3.5 hour trip. Not very long at all. Stopped off in Miami, had lunch there, and then drove through. On our way back, we're going to stop off on this little key. That's what the islands are called, of course, but one of the little keys called, I think it's called Boca Chica, and there's a nude beach there, so I'm going to see if I can grab some pictures. It looks like the nude beach has some cool shit to go explore, and hey, if I can get naked and go roll in the sand and in the water real quick, why not, right? So, alright, let me see if I can get my phone to turn around here. Nope. Whoop. Sorry, guys. Push the button twice. Oh. Okay, no. Here we are. I know. It's not the sunrise. I apologize. But, yeah, I can't see you guys now. I've been looking into the sun. So, random wake-ups. I was sitting here waiting for the sun to come up over the water and everything, and the clouds were so heavy and dense, and there looked to be rain off in the distance, and now the skies are looking so much clearer and so much prettier and everything, and the humidity's changing and all that. But as I sat here, this beautiful bird just kind of flew right by. The bird just, you know, with so much ease, power and ease. And yeah, there was effort in you know, him flying by, but there was just so much ease in it. And I thought to myself, Mother Nature never intended it to be difficult. Mother Nature does not intend for our lives to be difficult either. And as I sit here in this whole trip, I think that the whole focus of this trip has just been ease and flow. Ease and flow, much like the fish in the sea. We were out here last night before we went on our sail, and we walked caught one. Threw another one and boom, caught another one. It was just this ease and flow. And then yeah, watching the bird this morning, ease and flow, just watching that, and it has just been such a focus point. And I know it to be true because the more I've experienced it in my own life, as far as just really relaxing in and surrendering to the things that feel good, you know, living in a state of joy even when the world is in chaos. I see my life blossom. I see my relationships blossom. I see my finances blossom. You know, my health is better. Everything harmonizes when we surrender to ease and flow. When we really just get in there and let ourselves relax to what our natural state of being is supposed to be. Yet here we are. What do we do as human beings? We have this concept that it has to be difficult. We have this concept that if we're not struggling, then we're not worthy of anything happening. You know, like we're not worthy of the good shit that we want. We're not worthy of the money, the love, the body, the anything. That we can't have it unless it is a strain to us. My ex, my youngest two's dad, while I was here yesterday, day before, whatever it was, he messaged me. He always waits until I'm on trips to message me, but on different things when he wants to complain. But he messaged me, and he very, very perturbed because our 5 and 7-year-old are, you know, when they're with mom, we are focused on ease and flow. They get their work done, but it is a different lifestyle than with him, where everything is scripted and structured and must be done accordingly. And his words to me were, you know that this isn't how life works. We have to teach them how to make sure that they do all of this work first, and then they can play. They're not supposed to learn how to play, how to enjoy life until after they get the hard work done. That's how life works. And he was like trying to really get it into me, and I thought, you know, that's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. That's what that is, because my life experience used to be that, but my life experience over the last decade, and definitely over the last 3, 4, 5 years, has not been that at all. It has been quite the opposite. It has been more that the more I surrender to my joy, the more I surrender to my heart, the more I really lean into ease and flow, then life just blossoms. You know, yesterday I wrote the article, you know, about talking about, you know, really stepping into the things that we love to put ourselves out there. And I was talking about, you know, football and different stuff like that, that if you really love something, if you're really passionate about something, you need to be doing it. Not meaning that, you know, like if you're a football fan that you need to go become a professional football player, right? That's not what I meant by that. It was just that we give up so much of the things that we love, so many things that we are passionate about, and we go, oh no, I can't do that because of, you know, and we don't give ourselves permission. And that's what I've been trying to get through in my different articles, as I, you know, down here from Key West, is that it is about giving yourself permission to take in the sunrise, to take in the sunset, permission to, you know, move through your life with the stuff that you really enjoy, not just focused in on work and making it hard. I work all the time. I could be considered a workaholic in some ways, because I am constantly thinking and doing and writing and planning and putting together things for my business, right? Conscious Coffee is part of it. My articles are part of it. Each one of those things take time, energy, focus in the day, but they're done in ease and flow. When I put together a new course, it's done in ease and flow. It rises naturally. It bursts itself from a place that is very organic and natural. It's not forced. The forced shit is shit. It's not good. It's, you know, like when we get into that, and as entrepreneurs, I know a lot of entrepreneurs feel this strain to do certain things and to put certain things out and make sure that they're always doing, because we look out into the world and so many people live like that. Our world does dictate that you need to do this, and then you can have this little reward. But But then you wonder, how do people get those big rewards? You know, how do they live in those big houses? How do they do all the travel? How do they call in the amazing relationships? How do they call in all of this flow into their life? Well, flow does not come from constriction. Flow does not come from a forced action. Flow comes from being in the flow, from relaxing into it, from surrendering into just this beautiful state of being. And this morning, as I sit out here, it just became even more evident to me as I watched one little bird fly over, and I just watched him just with this ease, you know, and I was just like, you know, that's Mother Nature for you. Mother Nature is really unmoved by whether we're stressed out about something or not. Mother Nature just goes, you know, what you apply your focus to, where you put your intent, that's the work. And when you put your intent on something, then that's what you're going to get. And if you put your intent on it being a struggle, then your life is going to be a struggle. And if you put your intent on life being in ease and flow, then you can just soften into it and let it be that, because that's what life is going to bring you. Even in the midst of challenges, even in the midst of, you know, the world seeming so silly or crazy or scary or whatever words you're choosing for this time in our world, it's still about ease and flow if you personally want to enjoy your life. So there's my random wake up thoughts of the day, of being in ease and flow, letting the harmony of your life just take you over, and stop struggling, the constriction, the worry, the fear. What's it really doing for you? I'm betting it doesn't do much. So, all right, I'm going to take you back to what's happened over there with the sun. See, look at that cloud. It just totally moved in and took up our sunrise. But as smoothly as it rolled in, it will roll out. The sun will be a little bit higher in the sky, shining bright. Much like the times in our life, right? You can start out with all this beauty and joy and stuff, and then a dark cloud can roll through. But if we stop that dark cloud and we hold it over our light, then our light's not seen. If we allow the natural flow of things to happen, it just rolls right through, and our light can be seen again. So don't get caught up on the dark clouds in your world, or in this world of ours that we share. Let them roll through. Focus in on your hearts, guys. Focus in on what feels good. What does flow feel like to you? Remember, stop existing, start living. Give yourself permission today to be happy. Give yourself permission today to truly own who you are, and to lean in to the beauty of this magical experience called life. I love you guys. I will catch you tomorrow from home, back in the Big D. I will be back to Dallas. I go tonight. So look for updates. If you were friends with me on my personal profile, know that there will be a whole bunch of pictures. If you're not friends with me, feel free to hop over there, follow me, see the stuff that I'm posting that on my business page I don't share. You're more than welcome to follow me over there. Follow me on YouTube, on Instagram,